Fatter tires doesn't mean more grip. This is something that I keep seeing people say on TikTok all the time, and it couldn't be more far from the truth. A wider tire with all other variables remaining the same and an appropriately sized wheel will always provide more grip. I think a lot of people have heard this very basic level theoretical idea that fatter tires does not increase your contact patch surface area because load equals pressure times area, and if your pressure is staying the same, area doesn't increase. But at a very experimental level, that's just not true at all. First off, when you move to a wider tire with the same tire outer diameter, you're supposed to lower your pressure, and then in turn you end up with a larger contact patch area. A lot of the smart engineer creators out there forget this very important detail. And then there's also the fact that other properties of the tire change when you increase width, such as the shape of the contact patch, allowing the tire to take more load. And when you have more load with the same pressure, you can end up with a larger surface area, meaning more grip. And I'll just highlight really quickly the most important tire property that changes with width is load sensitivity. The wider the tire, the lower your load sensitivity, which means grip fall off at higher load is less. Tire grip always starts to plateau at a certain load level, and when you're like turning and leaning on your front right tire really hard, that means that the load is increasing on that tire. But with a wider tire, the fall off is at a much higher load level, so you can get to a much higher load level before your grip falls off. So a lot of people are just missing the whole picture. Widening your tire with all other variables remaining constant will always increase your tire grip, but it does not mean that it'll always make your car faster. When I put this comment on the post that I had in the beginning of the video, a lot of people challenged me by saying it doesn't always make your car faster. I never said anything about it making your car faster. You always get more grip, but if you have too much tire width than your car can handle, you're going to get more rolling resistance, more rolling inertia, and it can make your car slower if your car can't handle it. So then it becomes a question of what's the optimal tire width for your car's weight and power level. Then there's the fact that the wider your tire is, the further your car's center of mass has to be from the apex point. There's so many variables that go into this to finding the right tire width, but increasing your width on an appropriately sized wheel with all other variables like tire outer diameter and everything remaining the same, you will always get more grip.